You will see this video when the time comes to see it. You are now in the valley of death, in the valley of desperations, the valley of darkness. That's what I like to call it. And in these moments, you feel that life is so hard to you. You started something new, and you think that you can grow even further. You can challenge yourself to become better. But yet, you don't receive any result, any good output from the things that you have done. And you begin to have a doubt in whatever the decision that you have made, whether it's very correct decisions or it's actually a wrong decisions. I learned this in a hard way, but I'm going to tell you because I read the book by Atomic Habits by James Clear, and in the book itself it quite relates to me and the thing that I've gone through. And I wish somebody told me earlier about this, that if you want to build your own personal brands online, if you want to change yourself to become better, if you want to elevate your careers, then you will need to go through the valley of death. The valley of death is very dark. It's where you have these doubtful feelings. It's where you need to know about yourself. The valley of death is so long that it feels like forever. And you begin to doubtful that any decision that you made is actually wrong. And when it's time for you to quit, when it's time for you to quit your journey, when it's time for you to quit your success matters. Because when you want to have success, you need to have something. This is actually what we call the winner's effect. When you win something, be it small or big, you will tend to win more. But if you lost something, you will tend to lose it more. And it's a very hard reality. When you're watching these videos, you're probably struggling with your personal brands. You're probably struggling with your YouTube faceless content. You're probably struggling in finding your new job because you're so desperate in changing your life, because you want to have a better careers. Hence, you try to make it a very obvious decision that you can make at that point of time to start something new. You want to grow your personal brands. You want to be more articulated in the way of your speaking. You want to become very good in communicating your ideas to people, especially to your management, to your clients. But you don't see any positive outcome. You think that you are not good for it. Maybe it's time for you to quit YouTube. Maybe it's time for you to quit your personal brands and just work your 9-to-5 jobs forever. You are now in the depth of things. You are now in doubtful. You are now in a perseverance mode that you think that you cannot sustain it forever. You might be thinking that you need to be consistent in order for you to have success, because a lot of people are saying that to you, that you need to have such consistency in order for you to become success. You posted your first videos and it flopped. Then you posted a second video and it's flopped. And then you try to post another video and yet it still flopped. You're telling yourself that consistent is the key. But how long can you sustain those consistencies before it breaks you down? This is what we call the valley of desperation. When you feel so desperate, you want to start something new. Your brain will release high energy of dopamine so that you can feel motivational and inspired to be a successful people. You want to imitate others to be success. You see a lot of people are having success in their personal brands and you want to do it as well. Hence you posted a lot of videos, 30 videos, but still nobody's watching. And you begin to think that, is this a really right thing to do? But let me tell you, you are now a valley of death. Just imagine this. You have a curve, you have a graph, and you are actually at the bottom of the graph. And in the journey of successful creators, successful people, all of them have undergone what you are doing right now. They know the feeling of desperate. They know the feeling of you having lost your motivations, having doubtful in your life, whether should you quit right now or should you remain consistent. You try to talk with your friends, about your struggles, but they can't understand you because they can't relate to the things that you want to do. You try to talk with your wife, your families, yet they're giving you such vague advice. And the most hardest thing is that they might even tell you to quit and just focus on the 9-to-5 job that you are currently doing, because that earns you money. And it's very hard for you. But I want you to get it through. I have created 3 faceless YouTube channels, and I see the same pattern over and over again. And what it is, it's actually the moment that you feel so desperate, you've lost all your motivations, your inspirations, your energy, but then you reach a certain point that actually is your breakthrough. And this is the point where you'll make a remarkable journey, tremendous result that you can't even dream of. When I first monetized my YouTube channel, I can't even imagine that I can do it organically, because I tried a lot of various techniques. I even using paid ads, and then I scrap it, I make a new channel. I tell myself that I can do it. I just remain consistent. Why? Because I believe in myself. So when you have thoughtful, and when people stop your action because they can't even brain why the things that you want to talk, they can't even brain why you want to do those kind of things that actually waste of time. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself because nobody is believing in you. And if you don't believe in yourself, believe me, that you will fail. You will go deep inside the depth of valley, the valley of death. And you can't even go through the breakthrough journey where you even realize your true potentials, especially in personal brand, in YouTube, in monetizations. And I want it for you to become a seamless journey, but I know that you need to go through these moments. Without these moments, you will never realize the hardship that you face actually for the gains that you receive in the outputs at the end of the journey. This is what matters. A successful people start from zero. I'm 37 years old introvert guy who just want to help you to build up your magnetic personal brands that feel authentic, original, and simple. You need to make it simple for you to become consistent. If you make it hard, then you can't remain consistent. You will lose all your motivations to have the success that you desire the most. Keep telling yourself that you don't need to do it, but you actually get to do it. When you get to do it, you can get to be better. And if you tell yourself that you need to do it, then you tell yourself that you need to be better, you will become very stressed. And that will lead to your burnout. And this is where majority of the YouTubers outside there are even failing, even though they're making a faceless YouTube channel. Let alone if they're talking in front of the cameras. And I want it for you to go through this journey of desperation. And believe me, when the rain stops, you will see a rainbow. And when the rainbow appears, it means that the sun will come out to you to shine your pathway to the destinations that you desire the most.